I'm not doing this to hurt you. This is about me getting what I need to off my chest. Last thing I want to do is hurt you any more than I already have. I feel like everything I did it in the wrong way, second guessing myself and how I should have approached things. The many chances we had to learn from our mistakes, the promises to each other that things will change. A cycle of behavior swept under the rug. Laugh now, cry later, she deserved more love. We never listened to understand, we listened to reply. We both had too much pride till one of us started to cry. A 5-year-old telling daddy to say sorry to mommy. We remind him how much we loved each other, talking very calmly. In his mind though, this is how grown-ups are supposed to act, and over time develops an attitude to talk back. In the last 2 years you deserved a love song, and the feelings I have for you were so strong I could have filled up a notebook of what I wanted to write, but there was never enough time before another fight. You were my best friend, drunk or sober, laugh, sing and dance all before the night was even over. A drunk little lightweight that tried to keep up. We could talk for hours about nothing and never shut up. When I made you mad, I could always turn it around, knew exactly how to make you laugh because I was your clown. You knew me better than I did, I could tell you anything, I would never tell you a lie, our future seemed promising. When you would drink, we could drink to have fun, but it could change in an instant. When you didn't know your limit, blackout belligerent, you'd hit me in the face and in the morning say it wouldn't happen again. You ever let it slide and forget it ever happened? Well, it never stopped, in fact it happened every few months. I tried to tell you when you were drunk, enough is enough, but 5 days after our 2-year anniversary I took my last punch. I'm not perfect, but I never raised my hand to the one I loved. We should have worked out our commitment. If only things could have been different, but it all changes in an instant. I'm sorry that I wasn't more considerate. We should have worked out our commitment. If only things could have been different, but it all changes in an instant. I'm sorry that I wasn't more considerate. And just because you were blacked out and not sober doesn't make any sort of difference when it's all done and over. Whether your mind is clear or not, violence shouldn't be an option. And every time you got too drunk, I had to be cautious. And when you would hit me instead of striking back, I would point out all your insecurities and use that as my attack, because we all say things in arguments that we don't mean. I said things about your body, sex life, and parenting. Caden loves you so much, and the times you spend with him, playing at the park or skateboard game on his PlayStation. You need to be strong because he needs you to teach him. I believe that you can raise him to be a fine young man. I want you to know that being skinny didn't matter to me. It was about having a companion, friendship, and love and family. My love for you made me blind to your imperfections. It also made me blind that the relationship was headed in a bad direction. I wanted to move out of the room and into an apartment so close to what we hoped for, but it was over before it started. Just a month or two, we could have lived in our place of our own, but instead I found myself packing to go back to my parents' home. It was really hard for me to unpack, putting my posters on the wall. Thought maybe I would feel more at home, but not at all. This doesn't feel like my home. It's not like it is. I'm just visiting. I feel like I have no home to go back to. It's sickening. Used to be around the same person every day of your life. It's a shock to your system when they're no longer by your side. Waking up in the morning with her not next to me on the bed, I wished for a little quiet, but now it's so loud in my head. We made it through so many tough times, but not through this. Should've listened to your feelings instead of being irritated and pissed. And even though I still love you, I think this is where our road ends. Or who knows, maybe we'll cross paths again. I'm sorry, Caden. You may have never met your biological father, but I love you like my own. I'm sorry you seen your mommy and I fight so much. You taught me unconditional love, and even though I may have never had much to give you, I tried by telling you I loved you every night, teaching you right from wrong, and how to swing a bat. And I hope that someday you grow up to be a great man. I hope you turn out better than your family around you. You grow up with good morals and be a respectful individual. I'm sorry I can't be the father you deserve, but your mother and I have had problems that we've been trying to work out for a very long time, and we cannot get past them. Chell ran out on you, and you never met him. My biggest fear is one day I will take the blame he deserves, and you will hate me. I love you, Caden, and if your mom would let me, I would still like to be in your life. Keep a good head on your shoulders.